Hi, my name is Yiming and I am a food ethnographer based out of New York City. One of my most viral videos that had over 130 million views. Thank you guys.
What's your favorite childhood meal?
Fettuccine Alfredo. It's so good. This hits all the boxes.
I made the favorite childhood meal of a statue in New York City. Yes, that's right, a statue. He requested Fettuccine Alfredo and I made it in my own way. I took the basic structures of Fettuccine Alfredo and I intensified it. It might sound complicated, but it's actually a really easy dish. It actually only takes 10 minutes if you can mince that garlic really fast, and 15 minutes if you're a slower mincer, like me. The secret is in the sauce. What differentiates mine from someone else's Fettuccine Alfredo is it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit healthier, and it's a little bit more flavorful. I use two secret ingredients. The first ingredient, ghee versus butter. We're using ghee. So the main difference between ghee and butter is that ghee is a richer form of butter and it's traditionally used in Indian cooking. So with ghee, it's the milk solids removed from the butter, so it's a more pure form. It has about 99.9% fat content, whereas butter is only 80%. And so we all know fat is flavor, so ghee, opting in for that, is the more flavorful one. Now the second secret is, instead of using all heavy cream, what I like to do is I like to balance it out with a little bit of Labneh. It's essentially Greek yogurt that has been strained even more, so it's like a super Greek yogurt. All right, so step one, let's mince some garlic. Basically you need 1 clove, and 1 clove is like this. I think a lot of times like people think that this is a clove. This is not a clove. This is a bulb. You see how it's like a light bulb? I remember when I was learning
So you just need this much. But if you like garlic, add more. How sad would it be if when you're cooking garlic, it's like an onion, it makes you cry. Like, I feel like the consumption of garlic would heavily decrease. But honestly, I feel like I'm getting old. Like, I love garlic, but recently I've been eating less garlic because it gives me heartburn. And like, usually I'm like, you know, boo-hoo, heartburn, we're gonna power through it. But like, it's not really bad. So I feel like pushing 30, your body starts breaking down. And a lot of the things that you love to eat, you can't eat anymore. I used to be able to eat a lot of spicy food, and now, you know, it just hurts more, like in and out. If you're out there and you know what I'm talking about, can you please let me know so that I don't feel alone and I don't feel like this is an overshare? But and like, are there other things that you know you can't eat anymore as you get? Am I gonna be gluten intolerant? Like, I eat 1 chocolate croissant a day. Like, that's gonna be so sad if I turn gluten intolerant. All right, we're going to grate 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. Again, don't let me ruin your party. If you wanna use more Parmesan cheese, use as much as your heart's desire. So one thing I just learned, you can measure out the portion size for a pasta by using the joints of your knuckles. So you see this joint right here, if your pasta is like this amount, which, you know, if I squeeze it in, it should be that amount, that first joint, that means that this is a 1-person size serving, right? And 2-person size is this next joint, which is right here. That's 2-person, and then 3-person is this much. Drop your noodle in and let it cook for about 10 minutos. Okay, I'm gonna transfer it over there, and then we're gonna make the sauce while this is cooking, probably about 10 minutes, and I will come back for it. On medium heat, we're gonna do about a tablespoon of ghee. Go in with the garlic, and we're gonna go in with about a third of a cup of heavy cream. And we're gonna pop open the Labneh and add a similar amount. About a third of a cup. So you can start to see that the Labneh is blending in. All right, once that's happened, we're gonna go in with the cheese. I'm gonna use like, this looks more like a third. Add a pinch of salt. Add a little bit of black pepper. Give it a good mixy. Always taste your food. It's giving garlic. It's giving cheesiness. That's so good. Get your pasta ready. Look at that. Let it go in. Yum. Now, trick is, you always want a little bit of pasta water. Go in with it. Now, you just gotta mix it up. That was a little bit too much pasta water. I got a little bit carried away. But you know what? When life gives you adversity, we don't freak out. We course correct. And the way to do that is to cook it off. So let's cook it off. Now we plate it, we taste it, and we call it a day. All right, if you made it this far, you're in the deep end. And so all that there is left to do is to taste what you've made. Okay, here we go. Perfect bite. Like that. You good? Flavor, really good. I think what I could have done better next time is I cooked the pasta a little bit too long, and then when I added the water, the pasta water in the noodle, it was too much pasta water. So I continued to cook the pasta, so it's not al dente. The flavor is really good. Like, remember I talked about how typically with Fettuccine Alfredo, it's too heavy, it's too rich. So when you add the Labneh, it has that like tanginess that allows me to want to eat this a lot more. It is very good. It's very different. Like everything I make, I try to use the structure of what is traditional, and then I like to substitute, I like to mix things, and I like to play around. So, you know, that's just who I am. Taste it, see what you think, let me know in the comments, and as always, if you like this, if you made it this far, smash that like button and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Ciao, see ya, bye.